What happens when you get into debt?
I'll do what I want. I will punch you clean through that window.
And you can't.
I don't know work, I can't cope.
Or won't pay it back.
It's a load of bollocks, get off this lad!
No!
We meet the High Court enforcement agents who are pushed to their limits.
You want to fight this fight?
Dealing with desperate debtors.
Please open the door.
I'm going to struggle to pay this.
In dramatic situations.
I'm break your glasses!
We meet the people who are losing their homes.
We've got nowhere to go.
You can't leave it because if that pipe comes off, it's life-threatening.
And their possessions.
We'll seize anything if you owe money.
Because whatever happens, if you can't pay...
Get your hands off me.
They'll take it away. Rent arrears are now the fastest growing debt problem in the UK, with landlords owed over £800 million. More people are renting in the private sector than ever before, and evictions are on the rise. High Court enforcement agent Stuart McCracken and trainee Ian Taylor travel the north of England, collecting debts and repossessing homes.
Little blondie there on her phone whilst driving. It's a good sign with a little
Kid in the back.
Little kid in the back. Safety first, eh?
This morning, they're in Morecambe, Lancashire, to carry out an eviction.
Where are we going to?
Possession order, mate. It was a Miss Katie Pointing.
Yeah.
And it's Meldon Road, Morecambe.
Tenant Katie has been in and out of rent arrears for 9 months. The landlord has taken the case to the High Court, and the agents are here to evict her today.
Oh, here we are. I don't mean to be rude, but you can tell which one we usually go to, can't we?
But this eviction will be like no other Stuart and Ian have ever faced.
You've always got to keep your wits about you in this job, especially when it comes to possessions, because you just don't know what you're going to come up against. You can come up against any sort of aggravation, any sort of weapon. You just don't have a clue what you're walking into sometimes. Tell you what, a strimmer could be used around here, couldn't it?
Yeah, gardening's clearly not one of her strong points.
The team has been given keys to the property by the landlords.
Sylvan's front door, apparently.
The writ allows them to gain entry to the house, even if the tenant is out. No one appears to be home.
Miss Pointing, can you come to the door, please?
Still no answer, so the agents decide to unlock the door.
Front door's barricaded up. Hello, Katie? Miss Pointing? We're High Court enforcement agents. We're here to take over the property. Hello?
It's clear this is a family home with young children.
Miss Pointing?
The house appears to be empty, but the agents want to make sure before they change the locks.
Should we have a look?
Yeah, go and have a look in.
Hello? Katie?
The house isn't empty after all.
Right, we're from the High Court. We've got a possession order to take over the property.
It's a bit strange.
We'll wait downstairs.
Tenant Katie has been hiding in her bedroom with her 3-year-old daughter and newborn baby.
You speak to the housing office, they'll be able to put you in emergency accommodation, Katie, OK? Just need to try and pack a few things.
Katie isn't talking to the agents. Instead, she starts calling friends and family for help.
A bit strange why they'd be hiding in the back bedroom, even though we were in the house. But it's one of those, isn't it? You know what I mean? People deal with things in different ways, and that's clearly how she deals with the situation, is by hiding in the rear room, so...
The agents wait downstairs to give Katie time to pack. Stuart starts to disable the back door.
Just taking the lock out, so it means that if she has got another key, it can't be used. Now that we've done that, there's no way that that door can be locked now.
Don't take nothing out of this house.
Suddenly, Katie's boyfriend arrives.
We're not taking anything, that's right.
Look, do you want to leave?
No, we're not leaving.
What do you mean you're leaving?
We're not leaving.
Well, I'll tell you what it is, before she leaves, you better find her somewhere and them 2 kids to live.
That'll be for
Otherwise, she's not going nowhere, mate.
She is, I'm afraid.
No, she's not.
She is.
No, she's not.
She is. So please don't dictate to me what we can and cannot do.
I'll do what I want.
OK, you can do what you want, sir. Doesn't change the situation, though, does it?
Yeah, she's not going out of the house. I need her a week.
Sorry, who are you, if you don't mind?
Well, do you want to put me out?
Sorry?
Do you want to put me out?
Katie's boyfriend, Martin, the father of her baby, is with Katie's stepsister.
Try and put me out, are you?
Why?
Calm down and the police will be called.
But phone them.
Why
Yeah,
are you
she's
coming?
saying nothing and she's not going over.
You don't
She
need to sign
needs
anything.
that to take to the
No,
council
listen,
office.
this is not moving. Nobody's moving.
No way, you're
So-
throwing her out with a fucking baby like this. You're
No,
out of
council have to
order.
reaccommodate.
Get that,
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
smash it up.
Right.
I'll make a phone call and have some lads here, right? And I swear to God, what? It's dickhead. What you said, what?
Martin,
Eh?
shut up. The kids are here.
Yeah?
What?
Come on,
Hey,
all
where's
right,
your
I'll give you a
social
swing.
worker?
What are you on about, sir?
Yeah?
Why are you being
Tell
like
them
that?
bailiffs are here throwing you out.
Come on.
Why are you being like that, sir?
Honestly, they'll house you.
You're a dick.
Got to.
Quite easily, what'll happen is, right?
What?
If it continues,
Yeah.
phone the police,
Yeah,
you'll be taken away, sir. Simple as.
Not a problem.
So it's up to you.
Not a
Do you
problem.
really want me to do that?
Not a problem, mate.
Do you want me to do that?
Yeah, do you want to go outside and do it?
What do you mean outside and I'm be staying here, sir?
Well, sorry.
OK, that's fine. Ian, can you give me the phone, please?
With the threats escalating, Stuart's only option is to call the police.
Hello there. My name's Mr McCracken. I'm a High Court enforcement agent, and we're getting abused with threats and physical violence. We need immediate police assistance, please.
The police are on their way, but the agents need to regain control of this eviction before the threats turn to real violence.
I will punch you clean through that window.
Morecambe, Lancashire. High Court enforcement agent Stuart and trainee Ian were carrying out an eviction.
Hello? Miss Pointing?
Hello?
They found the tenant, Katie, and her 2 children hiding in a bedroom.
Right, we're from the High Court. We've got a possession order to take over the property.
Her boyfriend stormed into the house
Look, do you want to leave?
No, we're not leaving.
You dickhead. What you said, what?
and made serious threats.
I will punch you clean through that window.
So the agents called the police.
We're getting abused with threats and physical violence. We need immediate police assistance, please.
Now, despite the aggressive threats, the agents must keep the eviction on track.
What?
You're not helping the matter here, are you?
Rap for me. Go on, I'll even put my hands there. You big daft cock, look at you. What? What, you think because you're a big gorilla? Eh?
Sometimes when you work in pairs, one person gets more abuse than the other. The key to these situations is staying calm, not being aggressive back. It means that they've got nothing to react against.
Come on,
I'm not here to pick a fight.
pick a fight.
I'm here to do my job.
Hey, you're just a big numb cunt.
Yeah, that's right.
Hi, Janice.
No. Just stay here, mum.
Do you want to go behind?
You are one ugly fat fuck.
Despite Martin's objection to the eviction, his girlfriend Katie seems to understand that she has to leave today.
Nobody's going anywhere.
Okay.
She wants to know what will happen to her family's belongings.
Right. How long do you get to get all your stuff 7 days?
Basically, what you need to do, like in the next hour, just need to
Why
pack
are you
what you
even
need.
listening to him?
Okay. And you need to arrange to come back just to collect, you know, the bigger things.
Katie's cooperating, but Martin is adamant no one is leaving the house.
Listen, you're not moving out of this house. I do not give a fuck. You are not moving out. Go on, little man. Yeah. Look, that's what you call no big one. Hey.
Hey,
and
Martin!
fucking laughing at you, dick.
What am I like? You know, stop it right now.
You're a dickhead, you.
Don't call me a dickhead!
When small children get brought into the line of fire, so to speak, we've got to adjust our approach a little bit.
See if you can drag me out holding a newborn baby.
He was using the child as some sort of get-out clause for not being evicted, which I think is absolutely disgusting. The child had no choice in the matter.
Believe me, if they arrest me, you better stand well away from me. Because I would bite on all, you know.
With the eviction on a knife edge, the police arrive.
Excuse me, mate.
All right, so you okay? We've got a writ of possession to take over the property today on behalf of the landlord.
There's a newborn baby.
We've explained that. We've explained that to the defendant.
It's a High Court writ of possession.
Defending?
Defendant, yes, that's
Well, you're
correct.
not trusted the criminal now.
What's your first name, Squire?
My name's Martin.
Martin, it's just a technical term, mate.
So
Don't
what,
keep yourself
you're not
calm.
defending?
Even with the police presence, Martin is not calming down.
You deliberately try to wind me up now, aren't you?
Martin.
Sorry, sir.
Well, tell him to stop calling her. Defending.
You're Katie, so you're the pretender at this address. Yeah?
What is you
You must have been receiving these
not
letters,
a
have you?
fucking criminal.
We've explained the situation to her. The actual defendant is calm and controlled, which is a good sign, you know what I mean? It could be a lot worse. The police have arrived, so if it gets out of hand, they'll be arrested and taken away.
My job here, Martin, I'm going to say this now, my job here is just to keep the Queen's peace.
Yeah, I'm not keeping
and
the
stop
peace.
any crime
Not a
being
problem.
committed or caused. These lads have got a job to do, and they've got the backing of the court of the land. It's a court order, mate. Who's your copy of that?
We're having a peaceful protest.
Yeah.
The eviction is at a stalemate. So Stuart changes tactic and backs off. He hopes that by leaving the police to talk to Martin, they may be able to persuade him to leave.
You're going to have to leave.
I'm having a peaceful protest.
Me now, or you'll be arrested.
Listen, I'm so not entitled to have a peaceful
You're
protest.
not helping this situation.
I'm making a brew.
So I'm going to invite you to walk out with me now. And if you
Listen,
don't know
I'm
it,
having a brew.
sure, you're not having a brew.
Sometimes you do need the police there in assistance because it just gives you that little bit more support. They can make them realise that no matter what happens, they need to leave the property.
Go on, just walk out.
I can just have a word again. Am I not entitled to have a peaceful protest? Why?
You're not the tenant.
I'm a boyfriend.
Yeah, but you've got no business here.
Yeah, of course I have. I'm a boyfriend. It's my baby.
Okay, it's between them and the tenant.
It's my baby.
I'm not saying it isn't.
Finally, with the police's intervention, Martin backs down.
Leave now.
Whoa!
The boyfriend, you could see he was shaking at one point, so obviously he wasn't the big man that he's making himself out to be.
The eviction can now continue, and the locksmith can secure the house.
Can't find the box. Well, the box was on the floor last night.
Katie and her sister can now pack the family's belongings in peace.
In this situation where there are young kids and everything like that, we've got a duty of care for everyone. We've given a bit more time on this to get what they need, pack it into the car, get themselves down to the housing office or go around to a friend's.
The repossession is complete, but Katie and her children are now homeless. If friends and family can't help, it'll be down to the council to provide emergency accommodation for the night. The annual cost of raising a child has risen 62% in the last 10 years. Single parents have been the hardest hit, spending over half their income on their children. They are twice as likely to live in poverty as two-parent families. (8 a.m. Coulsdon, Surrey. High Court enforcement agents Brian O'Shaughnessy and Delroy Anglin are on their way to collect a debt of just over £2,000.
Okay, mate, what have we got next?
We're going to see a Miss Matthews in Coulsdon. She owes money to childcare.
Okay.
She owes £2,286.51.
Okay.
Yeah.
The debtor, Rhea Matthews, originally owed just over £1,000. But the case was escalated to the High Court, and now, with costs, the debt has almost doubled in size.
These ones are always a bit tricky, aren't they? Because she might have not had work and all this stuff and blah, 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 blah. I mean, why wouldn't you pay your childcare bills? There we go.
If Ria can't pay, Brian and Del are instructed by the High Court to seize goods to cover the debt today.
Hello? Hello? High Court Enforcement? Hello? Good morning, how are you? Are you Ria? Yeah. How are you, Ria? Can you switch your light on, please? I'm from the High Court. I've got some ID for you. Yeah. Good morning. My name's Brian. I'm here from the High Court. I'm here with a High Court writ regarding some unpaid childcare. Some unpaid childcare monies.
Childcare?
Do you have children here?
Yeah, she's in bed.
It's just one, yeah?
Yeah, just one.
There's an outstanding balance of £2,266.51. We've been asked to come and see you and collect it.
I don't have £2,000.
Okay. Okay. Have you moved here recently?
Yeah, I've been here for like 4 years now.
4, yeah?
Yeah.
So are you working at the moment,
No,
Ria?
I'm on benefits, literally.
Yeah?
I stopped working. Go back to bed. I stopped working and then obviously I had to take her out of nursery.
Right.
And then I said to them that as soon as I'm in a position where I can pay you back, I'll pay you back. But they never said anything about taking me to court. I never had a court letter or anything.
Okay. What they've done is they took you to court. They got what's called a county court judgment. Once the CCJ was issued, they upgraded it to the High Court. Yeah? And that's why we're involved.
Despite no longer working, Ria still needs to settle the debt.
Is there anyone that could help you with this?
One person I can't ask is my mum.
Yeah?
Just gonna have to find the money, innit? What about the dad of the child? No? You have any sisters or brothers? You do? I know it's hard on you, Ria.
My intuition or experience say, you know, there might be underlying circumstances. She's a single parent. She's 8 o'clock in the morning. She's still asleep. You know, maybe she's burying her head a little bit.
The agents look around the property for assets they can seize if Ria can't pay. It becomes clear the flat is in disarray.
When entering a debtor's property, we initially walk in and we see the state of how some people are living. It sends little messages towards me. It tells me that this person may be having a bit of a difficult time. It's imperative that we take into consideration the whole circumstance that's in front of us.
The agents want to know how Ria got into difficulty.
What's it about? What's it all about?
I was working Monday to Saturday, sometimes Sundays, for like 9 months. And she's got a health condition, so sometimes she can't walk, sometimes she can't move some of her limbs. It just depends, it varies.
Ria's daughter has a chronic health condition, which requires frequent hospital care. Ria was forced out of work to look after her full-time, almost 14 weeks ago.
So what happened? We need to get the whole picture.
So she got put into hospital, so I couldn't work. And they sacked me because I was taking so much time off work.
Okay.
And then I told the nursery that I couldn't continue because obviously I can't keep up with the payments.
Yeah.
And then I pulled her out and they said that I owed, say, $450. I didn't even know it was so much. And then I said, all right, when I get the money, I'll pay you off, and I haven't had it.
It's clear to the agents. It's not that Ria won't pay, it's that she can't pay.
You was working full-time, I take it?
It's only because I need to sort out things with her while I'm not at work.
Okay.
Otherwise, I don't not work, I can't go.
All right. Listen, we're here to help as well.
Yeah.
What we need to do now, Ria, is work together to resolve it in the right way. There's individuals that just don't want to pay, and then there's people that are struggling to pay. So what we need to do as enforcement agents is use common sense, a little discretion, and look at what those issues are. We do try and show a lot of empathy and deal with it in the right way.
Despite the exceptional circumstances, Brian and Dell are duty-bound to enforce the writ.
We have to try and get as much money as we can for the claimant. The situation might be as it is, but she needs to try. You know, got to be a meanie. It's just got to be done. It's got to, you know, it's not right, is it?
Ria calls her daughter's father for help.
They will take everything, Solomon. It's not negotiable. My daughter's dad said he's going to talk to someone.
What's his name?
Solomon.
Solomon?
Yeah.
Solomon, how you doing?
Hi, how you doing, mate?
I'm very good.
So it's the best way of sorting this out without, you know, property being taken?
Well, we need to get as much of this paid. We need to get it. We need to get the actual judgment paid. So
how much is the bill? Sorry.
The bill is £2,266.51. Yeah.
You know that's a lot of money to, you know, just come up at once.
What can you offer today, or what can you help? I mean, I like the full amount, but what can you offer?
I'm saying, obviously, £2,000. That's a lot to get, you know. So
no problem. No problem at all. No problem at all.
Yeah.
Thank you, Solomon.
Bye
bye.
Ria must wait to see if Solomon can raise enough money to satisfy the agents today.
We see it every day. You know, there's a lot of people there struggling. Debt can have a knock-on effect, and it's really upsetting, especially when children are involved for me, because it affects them too.
5 minutes later, Solomon is back on the phone.
Hello. He said he can get 400 with my phone.
Solomon, how you doing, mate?
Yeah, right, mate.
So you can get the 400, yeah?
400, yeah.
Okay. I'll take that. That's a great start, and then I'll set an arrangement now with Ria, okay, for the balance.
Yeah. Well, belongings will stay where they are, yeah?
Yeah, of course they will. Absolutely.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Solomon has come up with less than a quarter of the debt, but it's enough to satisfy the agents today.
All right, Solomon. Thanks a lot.
Bye.
Have a good day. Right. We'll take the £400 payment, okay, and we'll set you on £100 a month. Can you manage the £100 a month payment, Ria? Yeah? Okay.
Ria may have resolved the situation for now, but the debt will hang over her for the next year and a half.
If you get any problems or you're struggling with that payment, just give us a call. All right? As long as we know what's going on, we'll help.
Listen, look after the little one.
Nice to meet you, Ria.
I think 3/4 of the country would accept the reasoning for her not working because of her child. And most parents would probably do the same thing.
Ria and her daughter still face a hard road to a debt-free future.
Just have to do more with my less, if that makes sense. Just make sure I've got basics till I get a job. But she's good. I don't really care about anything else.
Brian and Dell have reached the best resolution they can in a heart-wrenching situation. But in Stuart and Ian's next case, they come face to face with a tenant who owes over £4,000 in rent.
Mr. Kelly, the High Court Enforcement Agent.
And who's been living the high life.
Bloody hell, look.
Cant, he's a blagger, isn't he? He's just taking people for a ride.
The total value of the buy-to-let property market in the UK is set to exceed £1 trillion in 2016. However, buying into this market doesn't come without its risks. Landlords across the UK are losing £9.9 billion to rent arrears and property damage each year. Great Bar, Birmingham.
Right. Away at 6 in the morning.
High Court enforcement agent Stuart and trainee Ian are on the road again. This time to evict a tenant who owes nearly £4,000 in unpaid rent.
Oh, lovely. Nothing like a good possession in the morning.
The tenant, Andrew Kelly, has been regularly in rent arrears for the past 3 years. The landlords now want to sell, and the tenant has been reluctant to leave.
Oh, looks like a new build.
The landlords, Mr. and Mrs. Powell, are waiting outside the property.
Hello there, you okay?
What do you know about the tenants?
Ah, right, okay.
Oh, right, so he has a brand new GTD, right.
Hello there, sir, you okay? Right, have you got keys for the property?
You want S05 came out, make sure he's in there at the moment.
Is he?
Yeah.
Okay, no problem. In every possession, you don't know what the circumstances are. The tenant and the landlord could be friends, or you could get to the stage where the tenant is aggressive towards the landlord, and sometimes it can be quite difficult because there's always emotions involved. Straight up the stairs, is it? Hello there, Mr. Kelly. Mr. Kelly? Yes, no?
What can I do?
We're High Court enforcement agents from Direct Collection Bailiffs Limited. Got a writ of possession to take off the property today, sir. Okay, you need to collect what you need, and then you need to arrange a date to come back and just collect the rest of your goods.
The agent's visit has clearly come as a shock.
I was waiting for the landlord. I was going to buy the property off him.
Well, sadly, there's been a writ of possession, sir, for us to take over the property today. Okay, so you need to start trying to get some things together now, sir. All right.
Andrew seems to have no idea why his landlords have decided to evict him.
I can't understand how he's done this. You told me that he's put it up for sale, and I said I'd like to buy the property.
Andrew claims he hasn't paid the full rent because of cash flow problems, but is now intending to buy the flat and pay off his rent arrears at the same time.
At the end of the day, what's happened? The business hasn't been good up until lately.
Right, okay.
Right? It didn't even give me the chance to say, right, at the end of the day, what it was. Can you call the landlord in, please? Because I can see him out there.
It's entirely up to himself whether he wants to come in or not.
Ask him.
You know what I mean? But
ask him that I'd like to speak to him.
let's see if I can have a chat. 2 seconds.
Mr. and Mrs. Powell agree to come up to talk to Andrew.
There's a court order, and I'm sorry, but we want our property back.
The position that we're in, we're having to pay a mortgage for this place and a maintenance as well. And we can't, both of us are pensioners.
I appreciate that, and I said that I would buy the property. Owes at the moment nearly £4,000. How can I possibly go along with somebody that's taking the piss, not paying what they're due?
You're so hard up and can't pay the full rent. No. How are you going to afford this mortgage?
As I said to Mervyn...
And that's why we didn't take you serious.
Mervyn. The court order, nothing more to say.
You need to leave, Andrew.
The fact of the matter is, sir, we're here now to take over the property. Okay, so I'm not here to listen for the next hour about cans and cans. The second that we enter the property, we have got rightful possession. People think they can come up with a solution so they don't get evicted. But we're there now to execute. So you know exactly what's going on, so there's no need to argue about it. You need to collect your goods and leave the property.
The landlords wait outside for Andrew to leave. They can finally start making preparations to sell the flat.
This isn't about a bad landlord, it's about a bad tenant. As it stands today, he owes nearly £4,000. And he's going on as if nothing's happened.
Despite his protests, Andrew must now leave the flat.
You got your keys, sir? You've got your keys, so you need to hand them over.
Oh.
Yeah, please. All right, so take it easy. See you later.
45 minutes after the agents arrive, Andrew leaves in the brand new car. Mr. and Mrs. Powell can go back inside to inspect their property with the agents. But after struggling to get rent payments for 3 years, what they discover comes as a surprise.
Well,
what have we got here?
For someone who can't afford to pay the rent, Armani and
Yeah, like
Dolce &
designer
Gabbana.
clothes, you know.
You've got your Emporio Armani suits, Boss, Hugo Boss.
Benji?
Yeah.
Dolce & Gabbana.
Yeah.
So he enjoys the finer things in life, but he just doesn't want to pay his rent. Yeah.
Or dodge and go.
It seems it's not that evicted tenant Andrew couldn't pay, it's that he wouldn't.
Jumpers?
£3,500 TV surround system.
But as today's writ is only for the repossession of the flat, the agents can't seize any of Andrew's goods to offset the debt.
Oh, he's just a blagger, isn't he?
Yeah, exactly right. I can't understand how people can live the life of Riley and not pay their rent. I mean, try and explain that to the landlord when they've had to work tooth and nail to pay the mortgage.
And he's just taking people for a ride. I can't spend time being angry because he's going to eat you out, and you've just got to get on with the fact that he's now gone. He's now got to move on.
After 3 years of being left out of pocket by Andrew, Mr. and Mrs. Powell are now free to sell their flat.
Any problems at all, give us a quick ring. All right, pleasure meeting you. Take care. That's what I imagine your flat's like. All the champagne, all the...
Wish it was that clean, mate.
How the other half live, eh?
How they do indeed, mate.
As personal debt continues to rise across the country, more and more creditors are turning to the courts to chase money owed to them. If a debtor doesn't respond to a county court judgment within 1 month, they could be blacklisted from accessing credit cards, loans and mortgages for 6 years, even if the debt is paid off. High Court enforcement agents Brian and Dell are in Surrey, South East England.
Oh, we're going over the old crossing there. What have we got next, Dell?
We're going to see Peter Masters. The total amount we're looking to collect is £12,143.75.
What's that for?
Ask me a question on sport.
The debtor, Peter Masters, was taken to court by the claimant, who said he was responsible for half the money owed on a credit card bill, and the courts upheld her claim.
It is in flats, I know, isn't it? Yeah.
The debt began as a county court judgment 3 years ago, but the claimant escalated the case to the High Court last week. Brian and Dell are here to collect payment or seize goods to offset the debt today.
Hello? Hello? Hello, mate. High Court enforcement. Are you Peter Masters?
Yes.
Hi,
great.
Peter, how are you?
Not too bad.
This is about a woman who says you owe her money.
For fuck's sake.
Well, you do know about it
That's
then.
my ex-girlfriend from
No.
about fucking 4 years ago.
Yeah.
She had loads of credit cards in her name, and now she wants me to pay half of it.
It's risen up to 12 grand now.
We sorted it out, saying no, fucking don't worry about it, and I'll sort it out, and now...
She sorted it all out, all right, isn't she? She's got a High Court writ for you.
Yeah.
We've got to enforce it, I'm afraid.
There's no problem with this, I don't have, like, 12 grand. And that.
What do you have?
Well, me, I've got nothing.
With Peter claiming he can't pay, the agents must look for any valuable assets worth seizing.
This is your car, Pete, is it?
Yeah.
That's fine, let me have a look at the car. Just picked up Peter's keys. I think it's for this MG here. I don't expect to flat 12 grand today. I really don't. I'm a realist. We'll see what we can do. See what we can get. That's a 2003 plate. About 12, 13 years old. Little boy races car. I don't think it's going to be worth much, to be honest. For the sake of 500 or 600 quid fee here, a removal truck come for 250 quid. Is it worth taking it? You know. Let's see.
The value of the car doesn't come close to clearing the £12,000 debt. Dell wants to know what other assets there might be inside the flat.
Is it by yourself?
No, my girlfriend. It's my girlfriend's flat.
Okay.
Everything here is my girlfriend's.
As long as she's got receipts down to the last pencil in the house, then we'll be fine.
Let's see if we can sort something without us having to go to that sort of level. Yeah?
The pressure is on. Peter calls his partner, Anya.
You alright? I've got a county court judgment right here. They're here and they're going to take stuff. I know, that's what I said to them. I told them that the stuff belongs to you. My missus is coming now, so...
She's going to come now, is she? Okay. Cool.
We're getting married as well, so...
Are you? What bloody thing to start raising for your fiancé? Yeah. Your ex wants 12 grand out of you. That's charming, isn't it? We often deal with High Court writs for individuals or debtors that have been in a relationship with claimants. And it can be quite difficult for both parties. They love that person at one stage in their life, but they felt the need to go to court to get the money resolved or the issue resolved.
With Peter's fiancée, Anya, on the way, Brian starts to look around the flat for any items worth seizing. If Anya can't provide evidence that they belong to her, the agents could take them away.
We need to stay back in there when she comes. She's going to kick off.
Moments later, Anya arrives home.
There she is.
She now faces a fight to prove the goods in the flat are hers.
Oh, yeah. Hey, you're right.
Or they could be sold to pay off a debt to her fiancé's ex.
What the hell is going on?
Brian and Dell are in Surrey, collecting a debt of £12,000.
Hello? High Court Enforcement, are you Peter Masters?
Yes.
The debtor owed the money to his ex-girlfriend.
She had loads of credit cards in her name, and now she wants me to pay half of it.
Peter claimed he couldn't pay, and that all the assets in the flat belonged to his new fiancée, Anya.
Everything here is my girlfriend's.
As long as she's got receipts down to the last pencil in the house, then we'll be fine.
Anya returned to the flat, demanding answers.
What the hell is going on?
Now, if she can't prove the goods in the flat belong to her, she could lose everything.
We're here to satisfy the High Court writ. We have to resolve this issue today.
I mean, where are you going to get 12 grand from?
How much
It's
did you get?
impossible. I've got a pot to piss in.
We're instructed to execute that writ by either collecting payment or removing goods.
The couple's possessions are now under threat. But Anya claims this isn't the first time she's tried to resolve the debt with Peter's ex.
A year into our relationship, she was still going on about the money. That's when I invited her around.
Oh, you invited her around?
Yeah, to have a chat with her. To
Mediation, sort it out?
Yeah, to try and sort it out. To say, what do you want?
Right.
And literally, she had everything from the rug to the small flat screen TV. We gave her the car, motorbike. She had the sofas, TV, dining table, 2 beds. You name it, she's got it.
So she come out pretty good then.
Oh yeah.
Anya now needs to act fast to save what little the couple have left.
What do you need me to produce? Because the flat belongs to me.
Proof of ownership. So start getting your receipts together. They're talking about it as couples should do and trying to resolve it in the right way. I think they're a great couple, but it's not beating around the bush. We're here to collect money.
This is the sofa and the TV.
That's fine. Cool. This TV is a Samsung, is it? That's a good deal you got there, isn't it?
The receipts for the goods in the flat prove they belong to Anya, so the agents can't seize anything. Peter is calling family to try to raise some money, but is having no luck.
It's £8 grand in total, is it?
No, with the fees and costs and that, it'd be 12. The minimum would take up, it would have to be at a minimum of 5 if I could get that, whether it's on a debit card. Yeah.
The agents have been in the flat for an hour. With no offers of payment, Brian has no choice but to start the process of seizing the one asset Peter has left.
The problem I've got is that I need to make a decision about this car. I need to inform the claimant of this asset and what she wants to do with it. She may say take it out of principle, so she deprive you of it. I don't want to do that, but I have to give her the option.
Brian heads out to call the office to get the claimant's approval to remove the car.
Morning, Ben.
Hello, mate. You all right? He owns a 53 plate Rover MG. Might be worth about £1,000 on book, maybe not. Do you want to see what the claimant wants to do? You know, it might be an option where she might just want us to remove his car.
Inside, Dell has some words of advice for the couple.
When you've got a county court judgment, it is important that you deal with it because of the reasons that people can upgrade it to High Court. It hasn't been resolved and it's just going to follow him about like a bad smell, you know.
While the couple wait for the claimant's decision, Peter's car is under the agent's control. But if the costs of removal exceed its resale value, the claimant will have to pay the difference.
Oh, Brian.
Hello, mate.
Client returned the call just 2 minutes ago.
Yep.
She doesn't want to remove the car.
Oh, she doesn't want to do that. OK, mate. I'll give the keys back and send it back.
All right, Brian.
Yeah, yeah.
Cheers, mate.
Bye. I'm a little surprised, to say the least. But yeah.
Remember, it's a car that's worth nowhere near the amount that she's asking for, you know?
I think you've hit the nail on the head, mate. Come on, let's go and give him his keys back.
Brian goes back to deliver the good news.
All right, guys. We spoke to your ex.
Yeah.
She doesn't want to remove the car. I was quite surprised and shocked. Yeah, there you go. As are you. Yeah. We're not going to do anything further. Here's your keys back. Still a live writ. It doesn't stop her going to another High Court enforcement agency. But we're not going to do anything further. We didn't collect any money in this instance, but I think both parties were relieved, I think. The claimant chose not to take the car. The debtor got to keep his car, and the fiancé is a little happier knowing that we're not going to be coming back. So I think everybody's happy. You better take her out for dinner tonight.
Well, we're going out to dinner on Saturday.
Hang on, you want to? I'll tell you what. You want to get in the kitchen now then and start cooking up something when she gets in. Listen.
Cheers. Thank you very much.
Nice to meet you. Come here.
Peter and Anya's possessions are safe. For now.
Some people in life are like that. They're just greedy for money, and if she's motivated by money, and if that's the only thing that motivates her, then fine. You know, she will go to court, and you know, I'll help Pete fight her against this 12 grand. We'll see who wins, but she just needs to realise there's more to life than this.
Next time, Paul takes on a legendary motor racing team.
Just take a Formula 1 car anyway.
Stuart and Vic meet a student in denial.
She isn't really doing much apart from texting.
And they're run into danger by an angry debtor.
I'm on my way, mate. Don't touch me. Don't touch me.